Hello, people, and welcome back to the Natty Blueprint podcast. This is episode 31. We are joined by a guest who begged to come back on the podcast. He messaged me and Denny and speaking to us in person a lot, trying to wheel his way back into the podcast, and we finally allowed him. Basically, because we just couldn't get anyone better, bro.
Yeah, he was last resort, mate.
It's funny, you said on your story that you were joking about that, and I watched it and I was like, he's not joking.
Oh, no.
How are you, my man?
Very good. Yeah. In a weird kind of phase right now where maintaining body weight, which is a rare for me, and yeah, just trying to basically I've got, for those who don't know, I've got quite bad eczema, so I've been trying to do everything in my power to resolve that, and it's going well so far, but it's diet, like just relentless with it, as anything. Um, yeah, just need to keep putting in the work really, because yeah, it's been something that I've had my entire life, but the last kind of basically since moving out and becoming an adult, finishing uni, it's probably stress related. Yeah, it become quite debilitating, and I kind of got some symptoms like insomnia and not being able to sleep, and yeah, some just pretty brutal. It really struggled to focus with work, which when you're self-employed is not ideal. Trying to kind of write your day-to-day tasks and just sitting there like, well, I don't want to do anything, don't have the energy to do anything. But it was more like the mental, like trying to think of content and stuff like that. I didn't have that creative spark. I didn't have anything in me, which the last couple months seemed to be coming back. And yeah, this last week, well, yeah, about 10 days into cutting out milk and whey, and that seemed to really help. I've basically been working with an expert who kind of took it right back to my mum's pregnancy, which was quite interesting.
Sure.
And actually found that when I stopped breastfeeding was when my eczema started. So kind of put two and two together, and he said, well, when you stop breastfeeding, you introduce milk, obviously cow's milk. So we're trying that, and right now seems fantastic. So gluten's next, and yeah, we're just going to keep working our way through every single food group.
You'll be
I
a
think you just add
chopping
back in the
board
breast
warrior
tip.
soon.
Yeah, the chopping board's coming out.
How are you
Oh,
finding it so far with the lack of dairy?
Fine, really. I'm still eating yogurt, so there's kind of a spectrum with dairy,
Yep.
like your cheeses and your butters, and then your more fermented stuff, kind of on this side where it's not so allergic, and then you've got like your whey and your milk and more processed dairy, which is yeah the not so good side, and that's where if people are having digestive issues after dairy, I would probably not go so extreme and cut out everything, because I think like Greek yogurt and
You
yogurt
don't
in
need
general,
to, yeah.
yeah, it's a fantastic source of protein, and you can go lean or you can get some healthy fats from it, if yeah, whatever side you go really. So that's kind of the place I would target first, is definitely the milk. And when I say milk, probably yeah, more your skimmed and your semi-skimmed, that sort of thing, which if you're in prep or you're in dieting, you generally do go for the leaner, because you're not wasting cows on bloody full fat milk, are you?
No.
why don't you just go like almond milk or something?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, I haven't started. Almond milk's okay for me, so that'll probably be coming back in. But yeah, I've just cut it out completely at the moment.
Was you using much like whey protein or any of the things that you've taken out a lot, or is it just
Yeah, like whey protein probably every day. Milk, yeah, with teas, coffee, which probably one or two a day, so
yeah?
not too major. And but then milk was, I'd have milk with a shake. So yeah, that was quite high for me. Probably having like 400 milliliters of milk every day, I'd say. So that's
That's not
been
loads. Yeah.
yeah, well, yeah, but I'm definitely noticing it. So we'll keep ticking away, really.
Awesome stuff.
I can't
And is
remember the
there
last
any
time I drank milk.
yeah.
What,
I've
just
literally
straight
just
up?
had almond milk for like years.
Yeah.
I don't
No.
even use any milk at all.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, I don't drink tea, so I'm not a coffee or a tea man.
Yeah, I
Just
only have it
Monster.
with my cereal.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Cereal fiend.
a little bit of
So,
a catch up. But what about your bodybuilding journey then, mate? How's that going? Obviously, you're maintaining. Um, how's training? How's life around the bodybuilding sector?
Yeah, training's actually amazing, to be honest. Best it's been. Obviously, with all those other side effects, it's hard to want to kind of go in the gym and beat last week's numbers. But now I'm just absolutely loving it and feel like I've got the energy to do that. So that's nice. And obviously, making my living, paying my mortgage is a priority. So the training, although I was still in the gym 4 or 5 times a week without fail, doing my best, it didn't have that sort of JP mentality of
yeah.
don't fucking miss. And now the don't miss is certainly coming back. So yeah, absolutely loving it. Since kind of probably coming back from Bali, it's literally every single week we've progressed, added a lot of weight. So and my body weight hasn't changed. So that's a good
Nice.
win and a rare one. Because normally
Rare.
when my lifts are going up, my scale weight's also going up. So yeah, it's nice.
Bring
Nice.
back 230 down.
Your Bali trip was a eventful one.
Yeah,
Run us through a couple of highlights on that one.
yeah, definitely opened my eyes. Yeah, Southeast Asia is definitely a place I'd see myself spending more time. Check out Thailand and places like that. The gym culture there is just class. All the tourists anyway are very much into the fitness space, and there's some great gyms, good paddle facilities. So yeah, it's just a good place to be. Really good vibes. They're really quite big on. So Indonesia is a Muslim country, but Bali is Hindu, so they're massive on karma. And you could really tell that sometimes when you go to different countries, I feel like people are trying to get your money. You go in a taxi and you're like, is he going to bump it up? But because they think what goes around comes around, well, maybe they're right. Um, yeah, just for everyone was just it seemed really nice, great vibes everywhere. So definitely will be returning.
Yeah, this was it a quad bike, motorbike
Yeah,
you had an accident with?
yeah, just slid out. Not experienced with the peds, but yeah,
I feel
luckily I
like
took
something
control.
else happened on that holiday.
Yeah, something really big.
I
Oh
can't
no, no,
remember
no,
what it was
nothing
though.
else. Yeah, got engaged.
Hey,
Congratulations.
congrats.
You, yeah, that's me locked off.
It was about time, to be fair, though, wasn't
Yeah, we've been together since 2015, so 10 years now.
it? Wifey for lifey.
Yeah, for sure.
Should we
As soon as
should
you
we
get a
bring it
good
back to
one.
earlier on in the year then? Obviously you had your first client step on stage. So talk us through that. That's obviously exciting. It's the first time you've ever done it. Obviously talk to us about your like coaching perspective as well, because I remember the first time I done it. So yeah.
Yeah, loved it. Very nervous when Soul was getting actually coming on the stage. But yeah, I mean, so my client was originally never bodybuilded properly, never had an off season, never really had a good training block. He'd trained with a coach at the gym, Regan, who's kind of showed him the ropes with training, but he kind of dabbled with that and then went away and got into high rocks and yeah, doing a lot of running and things. So he basically just come to me and he was like, right, I want to do a bodybuilding prep, help me. And yeah, so took him through that. I mean, the boy is an absolute freak. If you go have a look at my page, how you can look like that after being a bodybuilder basically for 16 weeks or whatever
Yeah, I remember I trained with him before he started with you, and we went in the posing room afterwards. I was like, "You've been running pretty much all your life, and you look like
it's
that."
absolutely wild.
That's mad.
Mental.
And yeah, so I mean, relatively straightforward prep. He had a few wobbles as you always would, but just kind of kept his head in it. I think mentality was the biggest thing. Sol didn't really care why we were doing things. I would tell him, but he was quite nice. Where I just said, right, eat this amount of carbs, do this, and he'd just do it. And then that meant he got in fantastic condition for his first show as well. Like if we carried on the season, there's no doubt he would have got a few more medals, maybe a first place trophy. But yeah, I was over the moon with how he looked, his presence, and as I said, like, it never posed before, so his posing was really good. Obviously, there's always areas to improve, but is just the way he looked on stage. He was like, yeah, he looked like a bodybuilder, which was nice.
Nice.
Yeah, every time he puts a question box up, I literally just like type in it, sack High Rocks off. Every time. Like, so I'm just like, fuck, like, when you've got that potential, utilize it. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah, but he's
but
one of
I
those
don't
that
love
is
the prep.
he's probably good at everything. He strikes me as that sort of person.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, and
Yeah.
he will probably do very well at High Rock. So we'll see. If he doesn't get some, I don't even know if you get trophies at that thing, but if he doesn't start winning stuff in that, then I'm having him back, and I'm saying right.
yeah. If he doesn't
Off
come
season.
third, then he's obviously worse at High Rocks than he is bodybuilding.
Exactly.
So if you're watching this, sack off the High Rocks, mate.
Yeah, mate.
Like,
Fuck that
Yeah,
off.
mate. Come back to bodybuilding.
come back to bodybuilding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Denny, how are you, mate? How's things with in your life?
Oh, it's been a week. It's been a week. I busted my neck, which I've only just started training again today. I think Dan, you saw on the story because you liked it. Probably like book in.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah, literally the same neck problem that I hadn't had for as long as I can remember. Probably since I last saw you.
yeah.
I was training. I was on the prime row, training with a client actually. Got to the last rep, and my entire upper back just went snap. I was like, that's not good. Stood up, and I couldn't move. So I was pretty fucked. So called that session quick. Rest of the day written off. I then went to see Eric.
Big Eric.
Max know about Eric. And I got trampled on by a horse. So my toe is mashed up. Yeah, that was my day. But yeah, other than that, all good. Training went pretty well today. So I'm just trying to avoid any disasters for the rest of the week.
Yeah, try not to get injured, bro.
Yeah,
I'm
so
in three, so you've got one more, mate. And
there is another one, but I can't talk about that on the podcast.
okay. Well, that's all three done, mate.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm over with being in pain, hopefully. But yeah, what about you, Max? How's
How's
prep?
prep?
It's just such a shit question, but
Yeah, it's good, man. I'm what, 7.5 weeks out now?
same as last week,
So
yeah.
it's getting there, bro. It's getting there. It's
Yeah.
sleeps in the bin, which is great. I was saying to the boys before we came on the podcast, I was like, sleep this past maybe 4 or 5 days has just for some reason taken a massive hit.
Yeah.
And I think it's just a byproduct of getting lean. Like there's no way around it. I can't unfortunately do anymore. Like if anyone wants to see my sleep routine, just watch my YouTube videos because it's chaos anyway with blue light blockers, no strips,
Have you
fucking
tried just not doing any of all that and just see how it is?
yeah,
Just raw dog it
zero
instead.
sleep. Just run through it.
Yeah, I think that's
So yeah,
you
melatonin's
can
going
do
tonight.
everything right, can't you? But when you're that lean, your body's waking you up because it wants some food, and
Yeah.
it thinks like it's going to keep wasting away. It's going to keep losing all of its stored fuel. So there's a line, isn't there? So the melatonin's coming in clutch or not
Yeah,
coming in clutch.
it's got to a point though. Like last night, I kind of get like sleep anxiety because I know that when I get in bed, I'm probably not going to fall asleep straight away. And
Yeah.
then I start to like panic about not sleeping because I know how it's going to affect me the following day. And it's just like a
Vicious
downward
cycle.
spiral from
Yeah.
there, really.
It's such a weird thing as well, because obviously, like when you're at the dog end, the prep, like energy in your evenings drops off, and you do find yourself like, but then you can't sleep. So it's like I'm tired, but my body won't let me
Yeah.
sleep, and then you're just sort of fighting that emotion,
Yeah.
which I don't miss at all.
Yeah, it could be like just anything. Like I'm coming to the end of uni. Obviously, show season's kicking off as well. I've got 2 boys on stage this weekend, so there's a lot going on, and also like dealing with my own prep as well. So yeah, it's just like it could be
Stress. Yeah.
loads of things, couldn't it? Really, but yeah, melatonin going in tonight. Hopefully, it's gonna sort me out. I didn't actually realise the health benefits from melatonin as well. It's actually a powerful antioxidant. So I was doing some research on it, obviously prior, looking at dosages, talking to AJ as well. because I know his sleep suffered a little bit during his prep, so I was obviously talking to him about it. But yeah, looking into melatonin, there's actually quite a few benefits. It's just one of those things I'm probably gonna have to taper up during prep and then taper back down
Yeah.
after prep. So
Yeah. Will it? I've not looked into it too much, but in terms of like the dosage and taking it, let's say you just suddenly cut it out, would your natural production of it be blunted essentially?
Yeah.
I think it will reduce it slightly, yeah,
Yeah.
but it wouldn't be like it's not like I wouldn't have
Yeah.
any serotonin.
Yeah.
But yeah, on the bottle it says it's a 1 milligram bottle tablet, and it says take one before bed. And I've been looking at it and I've been like, nah, like I need 6, 7
At least
milligrams.
10 of them.
Yeah, so I was looking at like kind of adequate dosages. So I'm going to start at like 7 tonight, which is 7 tablets, fantastic, with the Trained by JP's Dream Sleep, and hopefully it just knocks me out.
Oh, so you haven't taken it yet?
I haven't taken it yet. Tonight is the
Mate,
first night.
that will knock you out.
Yeah. One thing I found with melatonin, like I've taken some supplements with it in, the sleep's good, but you just wake up feeling like trash.
Yeah, yeah.
So
It's not getting any better, is it?
double-edged sword there, really.
Yeah.
I take it like a bit earlier, like maybe last meal also, and that so it will for the listeners, it will down regulate your natural melatonin, but it's a little bit like injecting testosterone. Obviously you've got enough testosterone, so it's going to stop
Yeah.
reducing it. So it's similar that it doesn't shut off the system, it will come back on. But yeah, it's not something you wanna. I would only, unless you're in an extreme case like in Max's, or are you in the depths of a prep, I wouldn't be fucking about with it.
Yeah,
Like
you probably want to sort other areas of your sleep hygiene out first.
Max is obviously smashing everything else, so this is kind of like last resort. It should only really be used for like changing time zones, jet lag, that sort of thing. And yeah, if you're absolutely buckled, but
Yeah.
with sleep anxiety, um, and another big thing is if you know that you've got a lot going on in your life, I would just get your notes app out before you go to bed, write it all down, um, all your actionable things to do. That's something that really helps. And if on the topic of supplements, the valerian root extract is fantastic for sleep anxiety. Actually, falling asleep is, if that's what you're struggling with, I definitely recommend that. And it's something that doesn't it's not, you don't naturally produce it, so you can spam that. You can take that every night, and they can actually sell that in Tesco at a really high dose. So you can just pick that up whenever.
Yeah, it's in quite a lot of sleep products, isn't it?
Oh
Yeah, I
yeah,
think it's in my Trained by JP Dream
yeah,
Sleep.
probably. It's so
Yeah.
good. So yeah,
Yeah.
Just double
Yeah,
up on that as well.
it's just one of those things. I mean, I bought an AC unit like a couple of weeks ago to like even cool down my room. So when people listen to this, I'm literally doing everything possible. It's not like I've just gone, oh, my sleep shit, I'm going to melatonin. It's like
Yeah.
I'm literally doing everything else. It's just unfortunately when you've got lines in your ass, it comes at a price. So
Yeah.
sure does.
What about your boys? How they doing? So
yeah, good man, really, really good.
week out?
I'll start with Owen. Obviously, Owen's well, it's 5 days, isn't it? 5 days out, like really good. I had a look at him yesterday in person in the gym. He's still like got a little bit more to take off, and he knows that. Just from his lower body, like his upper's skinned. The boy's got feathers in his triceps. Yeah, he's that skinned. It's just he's showing the kind of typical signs of a teen, right? That lower body takes a little bit longer, but then again, he has got another 6 weeks after this to take that all off, which is plenty of time.
Yeah.
And yeah, he's looking very, very good. So I'm excited to see him. Tom, I've seen him in person probably 2 times over the past 2 days because he's now training in Muscle Heart Ashford. And he came around mine on Sunday. Again, like very, very good. Probably has a couple more pounds to be like fully inside out. But it's just not worth it when the first show is in August, the first weekend of August, and then their last show is in late September, like the last weekend of September. So
You
trying
got
to
to look at their
branch for like
runway
9
rather than
weeks.
how they look right now,
It's
because
a warm-up show.
yeah,
Yeah, well, it is an early show. Like it's a qualifier. That's
Yeah.
what it's there for, right? Is to qualify you for the finals. So, yeah, they're both looking very, very good. Tom's ridiculously improved. Like, I put a side-by-side comparison of him on my story yesterday, and like, just so much more balanced, a lot more upper body. Just even his legs have improved, and his legs were ridiculous in
His
23.
legs are
So
a joke.
yeah, just so bubbly and round. So I'm very excited to see them both on stage on Sunday. Are you boys coming to it?
What, this weekend?
Yeah, because it's obviously quite.
I'm in London for the whole day on Saturday, so it's a bit of a chaotic one for me.
It's gonna be a
No
good show.
good. Owen's going to bring that trophy home. I'm
Yeah.
putting money on it.
I hope so. I hope so. I'd like he's we spoke about it in the last podcast, but he's just been one of those guys, probably a bit like Sol, where it's just like he doesn't really care about the ins and outs. He just give me the plan and I'll go do it.
Yeah.
Right.
Love
And
that.
Yeah. Ignorance
just
is
been-
sometimes bliss, though, isn't it? To not know
Yeah,
why you're doing something and just crack on.
that's it. Yeah, I'm excited. I haven't been to a BNBF show in a while, and the last time I went to a BNBF sub, and I competed in it. So
Right, always good shows.
yeah, I was very close to emailing to see if I could do a late entry. But then I was like, this is giving me 2022 vibes. Let's not do it.
Yeah,
So
no,
Yeah, not worth it.
probably wise, I think, mate.
yeah, it wouldn't be wise jumping in.
You wouldn't be sleeping then.
No, I wouldn't. I would literally wouldn't. I'd be like, oh, why have I jumped into a show
Yeah,
7 weeks early?
with two clients in the
Yeah.
same show as well. Probably not
Yeah.
wise.
Yeah, that's
Get
it.
your
Like,
uni done, mate, and then hopefully stress comes down. You'll be able to sleep more than 4 hours.
yeah, that's it. And also, like, it's Owen's first show. Tom, I'm not worried about because I know he knows the whole process. But
Yeah.
when it's a BNBF show, obviously coaches are not allowed backstage with the athlete. Like some shows, the coaches can go backstage. So at least he's going to have Tom there with him, and then I can literally be there for as long as he needs me until he has to go backstage. And I can just focus on being a coach for his first show. And then obviously there'll be some shows where like we're all pretty much doing them. Like me, Tom, Owen, Dylan. So it's going to be pretty hectic, but I'm very, very excited for it. It's going to be cool.
I'm sure it's smash it. He looks pretty sick, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Cool. Let's get into some questions.
Mine was a very late question box, so mine are not filled. I've got one.
Nice.
So we got Paul Kenrick. He says, opinion on people finishing prep and documenting a 10K calorie challenge. Hashtag recipe for disaster.
Yeah, literally.
Like,
Idiots.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much nailed it, to be fair. I think if you're looking forward to a 10K challenge, it's all going to go downhill.
yeah, it's hard. You're kind of asking for an eating disorder at that point. You've got to fight, and you're going to have these weird little thoughts coming towards the end of prep. Food focus is high. You feel like you're missing out on certain foods, even though you probably didn't fucking eat most of them anyway.
Yeah.
But you've got to be really careful not to let that breed into something more. So there's kind of two ways I see it. You go binge eating way. You just think you can eat anything and everything. You can't. You don't grow more post show as well. What a load of shit that is.
Your body's not a furnace as much
Yeah.
as you think it is.
Just because you feel like you can eat everything. And then you run into digestive issues, feeling like crap. And then you go, oh, I'm watery. Yeah, that's what happens when you eat that much food. Or two, you go the other way, and obviously you're going to gain a little bit of weight, and then you either obsess over how you look, because you want to look how you did around your show day, and then you look at all food as calories, and can't have that bit of fruit because, I can have an extra bit of almond butter on my oats. That's another dangerous place to be. So they're the two, and you've got to be really. I'm not saying I've got all the answers for those because that's a complex and it's probably person dependent, but they're the kind of two ways you go. I would just try and restore normality. So yeah, eat a meal out, eat 2 meals out, but don't then go and feel like it's a challenge. You're not going to fill yourself up. You're not going to be satiated. You're not going to feel like you've ticked all your cravings off because
I think that's important to note, like being aware of the fact that you should know that you're never going to be full.
Yeah.
So don't try and fill it. I
Yeah.
think we've all been there in certain regards, but I think when you understand that, when you're like, I could eat 50,000 calories here, I'm not going to be full. I'm just going to throw up a few times.
Yeah.
You're never going to be full, so don't try and chase it, especially post prep as well, because you are quite literally a bottomless pit at that point, which is
Yeah.
not good.
I think as well it's important like that your first kind of port of call straight off stage is hydrate. Like that needs to be the first thing, right? Get some fluid in you, allow your emotions to settle, and then think about what you're going to eat. Because if it goes like what you're doing is you've come off stage and then you're chasing a dopamine hit of trying to get food in. Oh, I haven't had this in ages. I haven't had this in ages. And it's just a recipe for disaster. I've been there myself. I've done it in 2019. Literally got off stage. I literally cleared out my whole bag of food that I had. You know, the typical like rice cakes, honey, squares bars, dark chocolate. Cleared it all.
Yeah.
Right. Then went out for
Feeling
Italian
clean.
after. You know, it's just stupid. It was the first thing I did, the first thing I went to. And then like obviously Denny, you had your like oats and stuff on the way home, which is always like a good meal. Like have a nice
Yeah.
prep meal, and then see where you land. And if obviously if it's your last show, just wait a little bit. Like don't be straight to the restaurant. Maybe have a meal. Just have like chicken, veg, and dark chocolate or something, or even just like I don't know, fruit and whey to satiate that kind of sweet tooth.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then then go out for a meal, and then your headspace will be a little bit better where you can control it. Obviously, if it's your last meal as well, perfect because you're just going to go to bed. You're not going to be up binging. I've seen like horror stories, and I even seen it on Instagram where people just talk about their time post show, and they're like, "Oh, I was up at 2 a.m. you know, going through the fridge," and I'm like, "Why?" Like,
Yeah.
Yourself to bed.
yeah,
Yeah, go
just
to
go to
bed.
bed. Yeah, as soon as you've
You'd
slept on
probably
it, you can
sleep
think
well
about it.
anyway because you've just had a decent amount of food. Like, just go to sleep.
Yeah, just go to bed, chill out, and then obviously assess where you are the next day.
If
Um,
you're really like a bit of a dopamine feed with dopamine fiend for the food post show, which pretty much everyone is, have a look at your actual diet. Realistically, last few weeks of prep, you're going to be missing out on some good fats, your eggs, your steak, that sort of thing. Stick some of them back in your diet. Um, have a sirloin steak, a little bit lower in fat. Just put in some foods that you're not. It's not going to be. It's not going to induce a big binge. It's going to satisfy some of your taste buds. It's benefiting your physique. You're getting micronutrients in because there's so many foods that we automatically go to. Oh, I want to eat at this restaurant, or I want this cookie, or I want this donut from here. You probably would crave other things if you opened your mind to it and was like, well, yeah, I think the steak would certainly benefit you more than whatever 500 calories else you could get in yourself.
Yeah.
So I'd definitely focus on the filling yourself with goodness rather than all the shit you can put
Yeah.
in.
And the chances of you binging on steak and eggs is pretty minimal, to be fair.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Cool. Right, Josh Dandy. First of all, Josh, well
Congrats.
done on the weekend, mate. Obviously at the PCA Natties, did a he didn't disclose that show. He told me he was doing the BMBF Southern, which he's doing on Sunday, but yeah, he jumped in, dark horse,
Just
bro.
jumped in last minute.
Just jumped in, and he literally turned up at the PCA and jumped in.
Quality.
But anyway, he's asked something BBs could slash should do every day but don't to help with mobility and flexibility.
I got a question on mobility and flexibility, so that's funny. There you are. We can tie that in.
Go on then.
Something that they should do.
Um,
Probably just prioritize some form of that side of because it's very easy for us bodybuilders to just be like, right, I'm warming up and I'm just gonna start slamming some weights. Like we
yeah.
probably don't look after our bodies as much as we should. And it's probably just whether that be the massage work regularly or just actually working on any imbalances that you have or little niggles because I think it's very easy to ignore them. So probably that.
I would look at you. So from like the basic standpoint, I'd say like look at the movements that you're trying to get the most out of. Say like a leg press or a squat, and you're not hitting the depths that you want, or you there's some limiting factor. Look at where that is, and that's where I would put my mobility work is the areas that actually are stopping you from performing as well as you would like. if you don't have any issues with that and you can move through your joints as you would like, you're not having issues. Flexibility work training is it doesn't necessarily just have to be stretching. It's any sort of movement, moving your body, and lifting is moving your body. And if you're moving your body through load, it's also improving your flexibility. There's a kind of a myth that as soon as you start lifting weights or bodybuilding, that you're going to become this stiff mess. I'm not any. In fact, I'm more flexible now than I was before I started lifting. Because the only real issue of bodybuilding is obviously the muscle, and if you've got more muscle around a joint, you generally going to have reduced range of motion. But how much muscle are we realistically gaining as a
I
natural?
think
Not
a
much.
lot of it is ego as well. Like I know when I was leg pressing like 10 plates aside, it was just knee jerkers. Like it wasn't going all the way down. And then when I kind of was like, right, okay, this is pretty stupid. Then took all the load off, and I was like, oh shit, I can actually go deeper. I can control this better. My flexibility then improved, and now I can leg press. Pretty much have my knees against my chest, which is something back in the day I'd have gone, I can't do that. I'm not flexible enough, or I haven't got the ankle mobility to do it. When realistically, I was just lifting too heavy to get in those low ranges.
Certainly that. And then yeah, just adapting, creating a plan that is going to allow you to do that. So that again is specific to what actual issue you have. A common one with squatting is obviously your ankles. Looking at your foot pressure throughout as well. There's loads of things, but that's where I'd start is look at movements that you're trying to get the most out of, and if you don't have the mobility that you want, then address that. And then if you're looking at it from like a well-being standpoint, like or even like an injury prevention, yeah, movement. If you're sitting down all day at a desk, then yeah, you want some movement, but going for a walk, touching your toes, stretching out an area that you feels quite tight, I feel like being intuitive with it is as good as anything, really. I don't think you need a structured. You can. I'm not saying don't, but I don't think you need a structured mobility plan unless you have deficits in kind of range of motions that you're trying to achieve that you can't achieve. And also another thing is that if you're performing a movement and you're not achieving that range of motion that you want, you're going to achieve it from another joint, which you're loading other tissue, in which case again that leads to more injuries. So yeah, definitely filming your sets, looking at, is that moving right? Is something overcompensating? Am I jerking up because I can't actually get in that range? Most of the upper body movements, the only thing really is probably pressing where I see that. But yeah, and pressing and squatting is definitely where I'd be looking at mobility issues.
Yeah.
For sure. For
I
sure.
actually find dead hangs help a lot as well. Just
Yeah.
release a lot of
Yeah.
upper back tightness. Andy T. Maxwell has asked Dan's favourite and least favourite part of giving rub downs.
um, Favorite, definitely the conversations, because it just makes time go quickly. Yeah, just meeting people really. That's my favorite point. Learning from people that have seen different walks of life to me. Yeah, I've got a massive variety of clientele from like 70-year-olds to yeah, like 18-year-old bodybuilders. So it's funny just seeing the how like the same issues can be displayed very differently, or I give different advice because of that. But yeah, I'd say definitely the people, the best thing. Worst thing, probably the wrist and hand ache that I get. But thankfully I don't do that many rub
And,
downs.
and
It's
jaw
more
ache.
there's too many. There's yeah, definitely jaw ache.
Too much talking, bro.
Yeah. Um, but yeah, I do more injury assessments now. So like today, I did one massage and 5 injury assessments. So it's not like I'm not that much
In
pressure
the
going
rub
through the
down
hands
sector.
and wrists.
Sure.
Just get a little what was it, mewing? Do you remember that one? Where people would like buy a bit of rubber and you
Oh
just
yeah.
just to get a thicker jaw.
Looks maxing.
That's what.
Okay, James Linford has asked, what does Dan feed Harry Lacey? Tren? Question mark.
Yeah, the man is a joke. Absolute freak.
Genetic freak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Coming to stage next year. We weren't really gonna say anything, but yeah, he's we're gonna get him on stage next year. He's gonna look.
Yay.
He looks fantastic. So
Is there any
not shoot that off.
direction with what category he wants to go into? Or have you
I
discussed
mean,
that?
the man is classic.
Physique.
No, not physique. We've got to get the legs out. The legs are coming up, and by next year, it will 100%
Is he
be.
still a junior?
No, he'll
I'd
be.
put him in physique.
24, 25, isn't
Yeah.
He's 25. But yeah, I don't. He does. I don't think he wants to do physique, so we're going straight into classic or bodybuilding. But he could probably do anything and do well. And obviously he's a first timer, so we'll put him in some first timer shows, take an overall, and then
Yeah, you need, like, if I had to break down his physique, it's obviously the lower half that's needs a little bit more work.
yeah, glutes and hams are
Glutes and
something
hams,
we're
yeah.
really focusing on. But he's a hyper responder,
Yeah.
a massive responder. Increases carbs by like 100 grams and nothing happens.
it?
His weight doesn't move. He's just, and then yeah, he's just one of those freaks. So, and his quads have come up massively. So we just need to kind of put that now to the glutes and hams. And if we can do another kind of 7 month push up like we did this time, I think I think we only did like a 4 or 5 month. Then yeah, and he's one of these that his prep will be piss easy because the man is just lean. So I'm going to try and
Yeah, it's not like he's going to get really soft, is it?
no.
It's just not happening.
So
Be
yeah,
a 10 kilo prep.
but what to answer James, what I feed him is probably exactly what you eat.
Yeah.
He's just got better genetics than you. And he had to be fair to Harry, he has been training since he was like 13. So
Yeah.
And he's strong as well. Like,
yeah,
he's
it's
not
not
weak.
just he looks big.
Yeah, he is strong. Paul Kendrick has asked, oh, it's a bit of post-show again. Why do first-time competitors struggle badly post-show? Could it be down to the coaches?
It could be, but it's the unknown, isn't it? It's like the
Lean,
person.
your hormones all over the place, your tests fucking
Yeah, like you are
war.
literally going into an unknown period, but you can have as much coaching and as good coach as you want. They are going to struggle in some way, or it's just not going to be as good as it could be the next time round. But yeah, I don't think it's just like with anything, you do it for the first time, you're never going to be the most advanced at it, whether that's coming in or out of it. So I think it's just the fact that you are doing it for the first time. You're experiencing all that new shit for the first time. So yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be extremely hard for first-timers.
Yeah.
But there are some coaches out there that won't give a fuck about you as soon as you get off stage. And I literally know people who've literally they've come off stage and then their coach has been like, "Cool, check in next week or next weekend," and it's like, is that it? Like, how are you managing this post show? You should be keeping frequent with check-ins and stuff like that. So
You need to be
yeah,
babied, really. You need
it's
to be
difficult.
treated like a little child. And yeah, a few messages a day, even if it's just seeing how the food's going, because that's probably realistically that's the only issue post show is the food. So yeah, but then equally letting them have an evening just to chill the fuck out, I think's a big one, and not kind of, especially if they've got no more shows, like just let them have some downtime, really.
Allow that relaxation to happen.
Yeah, for sure. Earn it.
Yeah, for sure. He's also has another question. Not having plans in place post show, could it be mental battle for a competitor?
Yeah,
Yeah, I think having
unless they're
some
happy
type of
with not having a plan.
yeah, yeah.
That
I
makes
don't know
sense.
if he means like plans like I don't know, maybe like a holiday or something that you're trying to stay in relatively good nick for, rather than like an actual plan, like a coach's plan. I'm not too sure
which
kind of spectrum he means there. I think it's good to book things post prep, but just not too close. Like enough to
don't go to Rhodes for 9 days.
Don't do a Denny and do it a week after.
I think you can, but definitely don't do an all inclusive.
Yeah.
I
mean, like, I've booked a rave 3 weeks post prep, and I know in my head I'm like, okay, I'm probably going to take my top off in that rave. I want to look semi decent. Like, I'm not going to be an idiot.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's good to have plans in place. But yeah, going for an all inclusive a week after the shows is probably not the best idea. But saying that, you didn't like. It's not like you were
well
crazy.
there, mate.
Yeah.
Most people wouldn't be able to do that though.
It was actually coming back out of it, which was the hardest part. Like I come back home and it was like, well, my routine's not where it was. Obviously, it's now. I'm in like Rhodes time because it was like get up. My routine was based around the holiday.
Yeah.
And then when I come back, it was like, oh, now I need a whole new routine.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Josh has asked Prime Chris versus Prime Max on stage.
What, as in Chris? Yeah, well, I think that's.
I think Chris has got me.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, we haven't seen me Prime stage yet.
Yeah,
I don't think.
Max is pending with that one.
Max's final form is pending.
Yeah, give me.
Also, Chris is a classic bodybuilder, I would say.
Yeah, I feel like we're
Max is
two
not.
different spectrums
Yeah.
of physiques. Like
Got a
Chris
few
is
years on
literally
him
like
as well,
the
mate.
epitome of classic.
Hold on to that one. You've got a few years. How old's Chris? Like 2 years older, I think.
I think he's like 27, maybe.
There you
Yeah,
are.
I think so.
26.
2 years, mate.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's older than me, bro. He's had more time. More time's got. But yeah, if you stuck me and Chris on stage, 100%, I'd probably say Chris has got it. I might have 1 or 2 shots, but that's it.
Yeah, you'd have the glutes on him, mate.
I don't know. Chris has got some big glutes.
Yeah, I was about to say no, you don't. You got the hams though, maybe.
Maybe the hams.
You need to find something.
Maybe side shots then. Maybe side shots. But yeah, I think Chris would smoke me, to be honest.
Yeah, Chris has got a great physique.
Both get on stage together at some point and we can see what happens.
Should we try and orchestrate that so we all do a little prep?
Yeah, I'll change categories.
So that's what I said, get the legs out.
Get the legs out. Yeah, it's unlikely, mate.
Cool. Jack's asked thoughts on people using weight loss injections.
If you're morbidly obese, fucking do it. If you have tried dieting, you're morbidly obese, and probably no one listening to this is at that point. But if there is, then yeah, maybe if you haven't seen the response to dieting, you can't stick to it, then obviously that's going to take your appetite away. But yeah, it's as soon as you and there's a lot of side effects with them as well, so don't look at it like this quick fix and that's all done.
I think it's more so awareness on it, like knowing what you're starting and why you're starting it, because there is this thing of like, oh, let's just go grab to that. If that's why you're doing it, probably don't do it. Yeah,
there's a girl at the gym, I won't name her, but she had a massive growth on her because she started the injections, and it was massive. Like,
yeah,
I can't remember how much it weighed, but it was like a massive growth on her. So certainly don't take it lightly. But I feel like in today's age, like, we're going to have more drugs that are going to come through if it's scientifically backed and it's been approved. Yeah, it's certainly got its merits. Should be absolutely nowhere near you if you know that you can get the weight off, and you've had success with the dieting.
I mean, bodybuilders are using like Ozempic now and stuff. It's not.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think if you've got skinned without it, then why are you trying to make prep easier?
Yeah, no, I certainly don't agree with. There's better appetite suppressants for bodybuilders to use that aren't going to have all the potential side or less side effects. Just take your Himbine, bro.
Yeah, take your Himbine, bro.
I did not want to eat after throwing up on your Himbine, I'll tell you that.
I haven't actually had any of your Himbine this prep.
What are you playing at, mate?
You're missing.
Yeah, that's what I'm missing. That would make me sleep, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
that makes sense.
Before bed.
I've actually done that before. that I used to. So basically, I used to have the Strom Sports ashwagandha and then your Himbine. And I don't know if anyone like have seen those two bottles, but the Primer Force your Himbine's in a black and yellow bottle, and the Strom Sauce is on a black and red one. And I've taken your Himbine before bed because the capsules are just white, and just not
Yeah.
even thought about it. Just saying, oh, it's a black bottle. I'll have a bit of that. Yeah, I took your Himbine before bed.
Did that
Fantastic.
even have an effect on you
Yeah, I
though?
was gonna say, did you realise?
Um,
Because if you didn't, you probably slept fine.
Yeah.
I realised like when I'd done it,
Oh,
Yeah.
but I didn't realise like really that it didn't impact my sleep that much. I was in the early stages of a
you was
diet.
just having a
I
panic
just went
attack before you went to
through.
bed.
Yeah, your Himbine never affected me though. Like I had no
It
problem.
doesn't. If you got a full day of food in you, that's
Yeah, it's not gonna hit
yeah.
you.
Fasted, yeah, maybe that's
Yeah, I never had any issues with it, and I've ran pretty high on your Himbine before.
yeah. Very
Um,
sensitive.
Jack's also asked another rate your physique pod. If people are interested in that, drop me and Denny a message, and we will sort another rate your physique pod out. But yeah, it's just getting all the physique, everyone who wants their physique rated to obviously cough up their physique and send us some photos. And a lot of people don't want to get their physique ripped apart. Not that we do that, but you know,
We're just gonna be, what's the word?
objective.
Yes, objective.
Bodybuilding coaches.
Yeah, not to say that we're better or worse. We're just gonna give you our opinion.
On areas you can improve and areas that are good. But yeah, some people
Don't like
don't
that.
like that. Jack Edward has asked, what do you all find is key to injury prevention? Going to Dan every 2 weeks?
Plug.
Yeah. Not doing anything, wrapping yourself in cotton wool
Yeah.
and doing nothing. You can't prevent injuries. It's like you can
Yeah.
pick up something you dropped on the floor in the kitchen, no weight, nothing, and you can herniate a disc. Like you can
Yeah.
sneeze and strain something. It like life is full of
Get
risks.
stood on by a horse.
Yeah, exactly. So you can go through life trying to avoid everything. How best to prepare yourself? I would be a strong individual, a resilient individual. I would move my body, and I would get strong at everything that the body does. That's the way I'd look at it. And then load management as well. So that's another one. If if you're into running or you're doing lots of cardio, that's another thing that you just got to manage your load. If you're increasing that every single week, that's progressing. You're going to run into tendon issues, or you're going to run into anything really, plantar fasciitis, lower back pain. Like they all have a point where you exceed what that tissue can tolerate. So yeah, you just got to be careful of that.
Yeah, just sort
But
of use
yeah,
a bit of common sense as well. Like the body's not bulletproof, is it? So if you start to notice something, don't keep hammering at it
yeah.
because it's probably going to go wrong.
Unless you purchase my bulletproofing guide.
My
Hey.
ebook. I
Bulletproof
think as well,
knees.
upon that, just like warm up properly, like take your time with warm up sets. One thing I've noticed in this prep as well is like I've become a lot more in tune with lifting safely. Like, for example, my RDL, I can still pull 200 kilos, but I didn't feel safe when I was doing it. So then I pulled it back down to like 180, go for a little bit more of a higher rep set. Like, just be smart and in tune with your body. Like, if something doesn't feel safe whilst you're doing it, there's probably a reason for that. So just be smart.
Yeah. Yeah.
Got another question from Josh Dandy, the Dandelion. Would you rather have forks for fingers or permanently wet socks?
Forks for fingers, bro. Think of
I'm
the
just having wet socks. So I can take them
think of
off.
the efficiency.
Dan's just thinking
Eating
about
meals like this.
Yeah, wet socks. I
Yeah,
just wear
sock.
socks.
Yeah, Josh, that was an easy question, mate. That was easy. But I don't think I'd. I was about to say I don't think I'd mind that. I would fucking mind having wet socks all the time. But like,
Rim, but
I would more so mind if I had forks for fingers and couldn't grip
just get the
anything.
Vibrans out, bro. No
Oh, mate,
socks.
I don't know where my Vibrams are.
They've got to
Make
come
a
out,
good
mate. That's why you're not sleeping.
Yeah,
The
need to get the
protocol's
Just go
Vibrams.
to sleep with your Vibrams.
I did recently get a pair of Birks, so maybe you might see me in the old Birks.
Mate,
Socks,
RDLs with the Birks
socks and
on, yeah.
sandals.
There we go.
But yeah, that's all the questions I've got. Has any of you boys got any more questions?
You have
I've
any
got one on bloating, says Ellie, bloating and gut pain after large meals help. Stop
reduce the
eating
meal?
large meals.
Split the meal up into two.
Yeah, like let's reel off some walking after meals, good one. Um, as I said at the start of the pods, you can start looking at foods that potentially irritate your gut. Top ones will be dairy, gluten, anything that's quite high inflammatory foods. You can, yeah, there's loads. Also look at high histamine foods like tomatoes, onion, red onions, which red onions for white onions, little things like that.
Yeah.
White potato for sweet potato. There's loads of things that mate, it's a rabbit hole that I've been going
Yeah,
down.
you could go forever. Like chewing, like chew your
Yeah,
food properly,
food.
cut it up, don't rush. Even with like water consumption, a lot of people have like a big like pint of water with their meal and they're like guzzling down, chewing their food quick, and like no wonder you're bloated. You've just rushed your meal
Yeah,
and chucked a liter of water down you. Like you're going to be bloated. So
Yeah.
yeah, there's loads of things you can do. But if it's the same meal that you're eating each time and it's bloating you, it's probably something in the meal that's doing it. If it's not a size issue of it.
Did they
yeah,
say a large meal in the question?
yeah. After large meals.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
you're
so
going to be bloated after a large
yeah,
meal.
Yeah,
reduce the size of the meal and go for a more highly caloric, like dense food.
yeah,
Yeah,
You can easily eat 1,000 calories in a matter of a few bites if you choose the right food sources,
yeah, yeah.
and it doesn't have
Certainly
to be shit either.
go for higher fats. Normally, the easiest way to go for that. And then
ice
you can
cream.
look at fiber as well. Is another good one. Um, if your meals are just lacking fiber and you've got, say, you're having, like you're eating two big wraps with loads of chicken in there, and you're absolutely stuffing it, and you've got no fiber in that, no veg, then yeah, that's probably your issue. Having loads of gluten, loads of wheat, and not having anything to help digest that. So yeah, soluble fiber. So I think your fruits are probably better than most of your veg. But yeah, fruit. If you are if yeah, veg, I'd probably less of your salads, more of your actually cooked vegetables are a bit better with soluble fiber. But yeah, just eating more fruit and veg, like fucking our parents have been telling us for years. So
Yeah, yeah. And look at your meal timings as well. That's another one.
Yeah,
Are you eating too close together?
yeah,
Space them out. Like minimum, I'd be eating every 2 hours. Like I wouldn't want to go any closer than every 2 hours. Like usually for me, it's like 3 to 3.5 hours I'm eating. But yeah, I wouldn't want to go any closer than two.
yeah.
Yeah.
Um, Maybe environment as well. Wherever you're
Stress.
eating, yeah, stress is massive for literally everything, but certainly digestion. So get yourself zen. Maybe be a bit present. I'm a bit of a YouTube wanker when I eat. Well, I'm pretty much always watching something because I need stimulation. But yeah, so maybe just put that away. Get off your phone and actually eat. Chew your food. That's probably the one I would do last. But yeah,
Yeah, I've got bad at that recently. Is just watching YouTube, like when I'm eating all the time.
yeah,
Like I feel
100%.
like I can't eat unless I've got YouTube on.
Yeah. Get my little iPad up.
Yeah, but like I never used to be like that. But the past few weeks, I'm like, oh, I've got to get a YouTube video on.
Yeah.
And it's not even bodybuilding YouTube; it's all football YouTube.
Is it?
might be a stressful time
Yeah.
watching fucking
Right,
football.
are we done with questions?
Yeah, all of mine is shit. Hair routine? Question mark. Fuck off.
Yeah, we'll ask
How
Max
often
that
do
one.
you? I wash my hair probably every 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Like I
Is
don't
that the
wash it.
hack?
I don't like. I literally my hair. I just rinse with water and that's it. Like, and then I wash it with like I'll shampoo and
Probably why
conditioner
you've
it
got
like
good hair.
2 weeks.
Well, I do that, so I don't get. What's the point there?
What's going wrong here?
Oh. Anyway, okay, cool. Should we wrap it up or have you got another one?
No, all good with me.
All good. All right, people, thank you for listening to the Natty Blueprint podcast. Let's get a little bit more story tags as well going. Tag Dan, go follow Dan as well. Dan, go on, give yourself a shout out, mate. Where can people find you?
Daniel Marshall _Z is my coaching page, and then Synergy Therapy is my more injury based content. So follow them both.
Go follow them, people. All right, please like, comment, subscribe, and we will catch you for the next episode. Cheers.